Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clary Berry and I'm here today to bring to you the Divine Masculine reading. So it is a general reading. Take what resonates, ditch what doesn't. You know the drill. This could be the Divine Masculine in your relationship and or, we're going to say and, most likely, you know, the inside of yourself, the Divine Masculine inside of yourself, even if you're Divine Feminine. And you can do cross-watching as well, so keep that in mind. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Been having this underlying energy. Got a lot of things going on with Saturn this year, and it's just a big year. It's just this brand new beginning, and things are changing so much, you guys. Like, I keep just getting this feeling like things are going to get so much better than we can realize and picture it. But we are making progress. Okay, we're shaking up the structure. You know, we're working that out. We're wrestling it out, but we are. The power structures. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your ears, eyes, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So this goes along with that meditation that we got yesterday. Again, see how they match, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Same thing here. Okay. This is, again, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside you and all around you, okay? Be observant. Very important right now. You can learn a lot, and it's good just to kind of sink off into that meditative state. It's good for this weekend, you know, why we have our moon in Cancer. It's good why we have our Venus in Cancer. It's good why we have our Mars in Aries. Like, it's good all the time, you know, but especially now as well, okay? So for Divine Masculine, we're going to see what's going on, okay? So, take a little sip here. Same thing we got yesterday to start this out, okay? It seemed like maybe, oh, this is interesting. It seemed like maybe Divine Feminine was Ace of Swords. So maybe Divine Feminine a little more in her head, Divine Masculine making things happen, you know, doing things, work, you know, making money. This is what's on Divine Masculine mind, but this is starting anew in that realm. So, you know, again, so many things changing. We can't even say how many things are going to be changing. And the way that we make money, it's changing. And Divine Masculine, you know, might have some new things going on. You know, a lot of people are dealing with this with COVID right now. There's, you know, old things might have, you know, ended, and hope, you know, the energy is here that, you know, we have some new energy kind of coming in, kind of being ushered in, being brought in. Okay. But here, you know, Divine Masculine still really, really, really like concerned, almost enthralled, intrigued by all of everything that Divine Feminine is doing. You know, all of this stuff that we've been talking about and hopefully have come now to put it into place. You know, this strength card, this strength and dignity, you know, being able to stand up for yourself in a nice, you know, a nice way. You don't have to be a bitch in order to be, you know, dignified. You just don't allow people, you know, to disrespect you, or you remove yourself from the equation. We talked about that. Now that we're doing that more as Divine Feminines, again, it's affecting Divine Masculine, and it's also inspiring Divine Masculine here as well. So that's very interesting. And it's also, you know, in a way, maybe kind of helping jumpstart with this. There's something about a really positive new beginning. Could be, you know, could be like the very beginning pieces of like a mission popping up here. Okay. So with our emotional energy, Divine Masculine is overcome with passion. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. There's no, you know, gentle Venus, let's feel out our energy, you know, energy right now. That's just not what it is. This is all wands. This is the 6 and the 5. So, you know, obviously sexual passion here. We have some major lust going on. There's no eyes, you know, for anybody else that's, you know, trying to get his attention, you know, not even close here. We have this kind of success like I've only got one, I carry my one torch for one person. It's this purity, it's this healing, it's this growth, but it's major, major passion, you guys. This is what's on Divine Masculine's emotions, okay? And again, it's kind of like they're working it out. It's not all peaches and cream. There's a goal, and they're trying to get better, you know? They're trying to practice. They're trying to change the old ways and, like, you know, create new ones. Trying to set out that new identity, trying to set out those new habits. Okay, staying flexible, you know, like when you need to be. Okay, it's that learner, you know, that Karate Kid, you know, that's learning from the teacher, learning from the master. Okay, being inspired. Okay, so let's move on here. We're gonna go to the how Divine Masculine is feeling about their partner, about their Divine Feminine. Okay, let's do it. Oh, look at that. I am not surprised at all. I mean, I am, because it's just constantly surprises me. And we've been having a lot of like synchronistic energy, a lot of extra like, hey, 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 you know, and look, got this again. Okay, so Divine Masculine, these are his thoughts about Divine Feminine here, okay? So, again, he sees you being strong, being not necessarily solemn, but although he may, you know, he or she, you know, whatever. I just say he because it's Divine Masculine. Sorry if you don't like my pronouns, guys. I'm sorry. It's just easier, but, you know, anyway. So, Divine Masculine sees Divine Feminine, sees her, again, him or her, being strong, standing. It's like, I'm getting this, standing against the wind, weathering the storms of time. Okay? They see you being independent, and you know what that does? That turns them on even more. It drives them crazy, and it makes them want to get better. Bam, 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 bam. This is called galvanization of this process. Okay, this is what keeps that fire burning and will not let it go out. Okay, it's changed. Okay, the intentions, you know, everything changes when you have to wait for it, when you have to work for it. Make Divine Masculine work for it. They want to have to work for it. They love that you're making them work for it deep down. Deep down. Again, this is what turns them on. Okay? Now, as far as what they're feeling, again, we're not having a lot of in touch with actual emotions. Okay? So, yes, you know, okay, it's good that we have this passion. It's good that they're, you know, on some level recognizing the strength. They're inspired by this strength. You know, it's helping them to, you know, again, rev their engines up, especially here in this Leo energy and this Mars and Aries energy. Okay, so the engines are being revved. The engines are being revved. Don't make the mistake, oh, that's enough. Is that, you know, the bare minimum, the little crumbs that come through, that is not a dignified and strength card thing to do, you know, to just jump at any, sign of mere passion. Mere passion is not the actual energy here. Okay, you notice this is not about, indulgence, having fun. This is about work. Okay, this is about making a future for yourself. This is about being a leader for your, you know, for your family, for the world, for, you know, for whoever, for yourself, leading yourself in the right direction, paying attention. Okay? Be silent. Pay attention. Simply observe. Okay? Take a rest from that work, and then you go back to the work. Okay? New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. You're not going to get it all done at once. Boom, 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 boom. Take a rest. Hit it again later. Okay? So, again, with the way that Divine Masculine feels about Divine Feminine, you know, they feel like they want this new beginning. You know, they feel like they want a wholesome, fresh, new start with new, like, rituals and habits, okay? Like, new things. They're, you know, we've been kind of forced to do different things, it seems like, in a way, but this is taking that to the next level, getting better in all of these different ways, really trying to be a better human being. You have to focus on that, because if you're not focused on it, you're going to get worse as a human being. Okay? And you don't want to get worse because people will be watching you, and then you're a role model for somebody else and you're leading them astray. And that's not cool energy to have either. You know, we all want to be going on the right road. You know, we all want to be getting closer to enlightenment, you know, not further away. So let's go on and see what Divine Masculine energy regarding the relationship. All right, here we go. Not surprised to see the new beginnings. Okay, let me take another sip here as we get this. Okay, so Divine Masculine has this sort of, it's almost like a nagging feeling. It feels like that the relationship is too good to be true, that it's like they're it's kind of like their connection with love is maybe a little bit warped, and they might see a little bit, have this possession type of feeling, might be a little possessive, okay, for some people. I don't think that's everybody, but again, they almost feel like it's naive in a way sometimes to believe too much in the relationship. Like their inner critic says, this love is too idealistic for you. You're this, they may be an earth sign, I'm just using this, they may have this earthy energy. You're this down to earth person, and maybe so far, this love hasn't made enough sense. But wait till we go within, okay? Wait till we go within and put ourselves first, truly, to do what is truly best for us, and not just trying to show off, as usual. This is knowing what we want, knowing what we want out of a relationship, okay? But also seeing that relationship as this tool, for a lot of things, for security, for health in a way, okay? Security's coming through big, okay? It's also, this is the recognition that the relationship, the bond that you guys have is one of the good things. It's one of the finer things in life. It's a beautiful thing. They know that, they feel that, they resonate with that. But if you get, they see how there's still kind of this detached energy. Again, it's kind of this lost in the ideals. Okay? And that here with our, with our drive, okay? All, like Divine Masculine, obviously just totally distracted by sex right now, it seems like. And, but also, it's not just sex, because again, it is this deeper understanding and knowing, that again, these relationship is it's loving, it's kind, it is those Venus things, but in a practical way for them, it's like the only way they're going to be able to experience these things, they feel like, in a certain way. Okay, so they are aware here on at least a subconscious level that the relationship emotionally here is bringing them where they need to go, what they need. It's bringing them face to face with what they need to work on. It's making them a better person. They know that. They know that deep down. Maybe, they may be thinking about it physically, but, or consciously, but they're, it's there. It's there. All the hard work, all the perseverance, all the dedication. I can tell there's a lot of loyalty in the room here tonight. No. But yeah, Divine Masculine, really, again, really passionate, obviously, again, still coming through, you know, with this passion. They know what's going to make, you know, them happy. But this is also a cry, you know, a sign for us to do that shadow work, because it's going to help us stay balanced and humble. Humble is something that is less attributed to Leos, but I think it really comes through for me on the pride thing, because whereas Leo has the capacity to like be prideful, I feel like they honestly a lot of times know themselves well enough to kind of actively counteract that in a way, you know? So it's kind of that, just that measure, you know, of checking yourself. Check yourself before you ready to wreck yourself. And that's what shadow work is all about. So check out the shadow work playlist, check out the program down below, and we will do the work, and the work gets you into union. Okay. That's the hard work is paying off. That's the key. That is the way to go. You're not sitting around, oh, twiddling thumbs, just hoping, wishing, praying. Like I said before, if you're not actively doing things to try to get better, you're going to slip. You're going to be slipping. You're going to be tripping, and things are going to get harder for you. Things are going to change no matter what. Where, you know, where do you want them to go? And it's not only about what you think you want, because any given time, what we think we want is going to be wrong largely, right? We're in this constant process of, you know, oh, have an idea, you know, cutting it down, cutting it back, re-manipulating it, working it again, working it out, changing it, sometimes scrapping it all together and moving on. You know, constant process we have to realize. And that process is really connected to the moon, like our shadows, okay? And our shadow can help guide us through this process. And that's why I always say the holistic law of attraction and the shadow work are always so combined here. You really can do a lot of manifestation and a lot of healing by utilizing these two together. Very, very, very important. And I'm not going to, you know, sit here and go over the law of attraction again and go over, you know, more about the holistic law of attraction. Again, I have a holistic law of attraction playlist. I have a Twin Flames Talks playlist, I think also very important here. And then the shadow work playlist as well. But in my program, it's just 30 videos straight to the chase. The most important stuff you need to know to get into union. Highly recommended. It's, like I said, 30 videos goes through the holistic law of attraction, which is coming through here. It goes through the shadow work, which of course is coming through here. And then it goes into the inner child healing, which is just, you know, is just so important eventually to do, to take care of, you know, the things that get us off track. Okay. But right now it's kind of like, it's almost like with all of this Aries energy and all of this, you know, fire energy and all this passion flowing around and urges and, you know, everybody's ambitious, and it's like, it's kind of just, we want to make sure and don't rock the boat sort of energy, you know, like we want to make sure with everybody moving, everybody shaking, everybody, you know, speaking their minds, like just, it's not like just stay afloat, like not like we can't get better, but it's kind of that contain, you know, contain the fire. Are we going to let the fire just, you know, fires can be beneficial in ways. You can have a controlled fire. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay. And again, this new beginning, you know, we're getting the passion, this passion is helping us. So don't be afraid to let this passion build. It's like tantra, however you want to say it. Build, build, build. Let this, and we're talking about the galvanization process. Let it build. Let yourselves marinate in that longing. Do not be afraid of the longing. Do not be afraid of the pull. Let me tell you, when you are confident in yourself, working on your own life here, busy, 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 focused on yourself, focused on your healing, focused on your work, then you get your new beginnings and passion. Then you be coming together. Okay, let's go on and take our blockages and solutions. I love this reading today. I love today. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm going to do blockages and solutions. Oh, look at that. Okay, so with the blockages, it's like we want to be happy right now all the time. We don't want to, people are so afraid about the shadow work. and the inner child healing too, especially with which they have a right to worry about if the inner child healing is going to make you like sad. It could potentially, you know, bring people down to a point. Like if you're already depressed and you're doing it and you're not doing it right, and you're not doing the exercises that I recommend, which I talk about it and show you how to do it correctly all throughout the program. But if you're doing the inner child healing and not doing that, then you got to watch out. But like I said, it's more of like this being scared of doing any work right now because, oh, we just want to have fun, you know, and it's like, no, this is not just about like having fun and staying positive and, you know, doing the best you can do, just to like show off for other people. That's this public image of Leo. You know, this is about the inner child. The inner child is Leo, like, and our inner child is our connection. It's our connection to the world. It's our yin energy here. So that's why the two major arcanas here together. This is fabulous. Two major arcanas together, you know, huge warning. You know, we're missing what is going on here. We're missing this true connection, this true happiness, this true allowing of our emotions, you know, to filter properly, to work properly, to function. You know, again, this idea of, oh, you know, stagnancy, you know, nothing's going to stay the same. There's a constant renewal, cleansing process going on. Okay. And that renewal process, again, is part of this reason we have these lighting of these fires, these, you know, these raging desires, so to speak. Okay. Stay grounded though at all costs, again, because and again, don't be afraid to do the work, because it's not going to throw you off balance. Your connection is deep. You are strong and you are made to do this work. And you are, you know, it's like pay attention, you know, pay attention to any of the signs, any of the times, you know, oh, look, I can do some work now. Like, let's do it. You know, you have, pay attention to also repetitive thoughts, anything that is repeating, even twice. If you just had a thought the other day and it's not something that you normally like think every day already, and you had it again, like I would start to pay attention at 2. And then by the time you have that again, if you're not already acting on it, those are second witnesses. Those are signs, you know, that you need to follow. So it's like when we're more in connection and, you know, we've done our meditation, you know, we're doing our shadow work, we're doing our inner child healing. We've got it all together. You know, we've got our connection to the yin, to ourselves, to, you know, to the mother, the great mother, to the heavenly father, you know, and again, to our emotions. That is where things happen, when everything is, it's like a well-oiled machine, okay? But you have to be willing to receive it. You have to be willing to believe it, okay? You have to believe. We are wired for bliss. We are wired for bliss. But again, that's being blocked because we think our whole idea of happiness, in a way, has been perverted by, I don't want to say the powers that be, because that's really vague, but, you know, at least by corporations, advertisements that we've seen since birth, you know, basically. So we have to cut through the confusion here. That is like number one. We have to cut through the emotional confusion. Really good time to go deep. Again, that's why we're doing this meditation here, okay? Because there's so much going on. And again, with all of these changes, and not to mention with everything that, you know, we have to deal with, that, you know, that we need to deal with. I mean, everybody, you know, we may be privileged in every way, but everybody has trauma, drama with their llama mama. No, just kidding. So we've got to cut through. We've got to get through. We've got to be able to, again, kind of just let our emotions possibly settle as well, too. I feel like divine masculine, especially, their emotions are just still settling out. Okay? And this is the answer. And if you notice, we haven't had much cups the whole time. Here, it's kind of like, again, that blockage, which we've been obviously discussing off and on, you know, with divine masculine for a while now. You know, some days are better than others, and they get ahead, and then, you know, two steps forward, 2 steps backwards. That's how it is. But again, it's kind of this being willing to accept that great things are meant for us. And that's a deep problem. That's an inner child healing issue. And it starts with the shadow work. So while this seems like it's, oh, okay, what's this card doing here? For solutions? Okay, well, deal with it. Stop running from it, okay? Deal with your negative thoughts, beliefs, and expectations that you've been carrying around with you for however many years. You know, the things like when your grandma would make a snide comment that you internalized, you know, or your boyfriend, you know, broke up with you and caused this trauma this way, you know, publicly humiliation, like any different thing like this can cause so much, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, you know, or somebody telling you something about, oh, you're always going to be this, or, you know, you're going to do that, or you're bad, or you're dirty, or this and that, you know, like that, those types of things that stick with us, they really do affect us more than we even think, and we need to not be running away, covering them up. You know, you can't even really just try to do the law of attraction in the normal way and just try to like replace them. Like, yes, you do need to replace them, but that by itself is not going to be enough. That's why it's the holistic law of attraction. Again, check out the program down below in the description box. I never say description box properly, if you guys notice that. I think it's so funny. In the description box, that's just what it's, the new name is the description box, okay? Okay, so again, here, just to re-clarify here, make sure that you're staying emotionally aware, okay? This is obviously something Divine Masculine needs to work on, but something that Divine Feminine also needs to work on. Any work right now that you do, whether it's shadow work, law of attraction, learning practice, or the inner child healing, all of the above are going to put you light years ahead. I feel like there's a lot of, this is all going to come together. This is all coming together. This is all coming together. That's what I want you to keep on saying. It's coming together, okay? You're in a better place than you were yesterday, and tomorrow you're going to be in a better place. I don't care if you're taking baby steps, at least you're moving, you know? You're lapping everybody that's sitting on the couch, not doing their inner child healing work. So like I said, you know, even if you're just doing a little bit, having a structure. We have our Capricorn here. Structure, structure, structure. This is making a schedule to do your shadow work. Bringing that shadow work into your life. Doing that shadow work in the morning. Doing a little clear out session to start your day off with no confusion. You know, to make things clearer. To show you where you need to go. To be able to have that intuition. To be able to make sure that what you're focusing on, what you're giving your time and energy to, is going to be on par, is going to be in alignment with what your inner self, your higher self, really wants you to be focusing on. We get the signs, but if we're not silent, you know, I heard a long time ago, I used to sleep with my lights on. I used to sleep with my radio on all the time when I was younger, until I heard, you know, that the angels can't get through. You know, whenever there's all that noise and light, it's better to sleep in the dark. And ever since then, oh man, I've just had the best sleep and no issues with sleep. And I really think it's important. I really value the silence. Sometimes, you know, especially if we've had trauma in our lives, we need that time and space to process things, even just on a daily basis. It's not like, oh, we're processing our major healing right now, but we're processing the day, because our brains are wired differently when we have had trauma. And I actually have a couple of other playlists. There might be like a psychology or something playlist where and like a mental health and healing, where I did a couple of videos that you might be interested in as well. So definitely check out the different playlists that I have to offer. They're all free, obviously. And again, down below, the program is really inexpensive as well. Definitely well worth the money. So again, clear out confusion is a huge issue. And again, we don't have to, you know, actively, you know, if you're clearing out confusion in your home, if you're clearing out clutter, that's going to help with your mental clarity and with your emotional clarity. For sure. Okay. That's this Capricorn hard work part coming in. Okay. But also just, again, doing the meditation, silence, pay attention, simply observe, just let yourself experience yourself instead of, again, running, covering things up, things like this. Okay. You're walking the walk. You're actually doing, you know, the things that you say you're interested in, kind of, and not just, yeah, not just walking the walk. Okay, follow through. It's getting better. It's getting better than you could ever even know. Okay, there's a lot of ambition. It's almost like we're kind of going into the unknown. A lot of us we are very ambitious. We're wanting this and we're wanting to change. We may not know, exactly what it looks like, but of course we're figuring it out. But the main thing, again, in order to go forward is to make sure that you're dealing with the past. Okay. So check out the Shadow Work playlist again. Much love, many blessings. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you again tomorrow. Love ya.